Alright YouTube, this is Hoza121 back with another deck tech. I'm trying to upload about 3 videos tonight, so I want to show off my modern deck that I'm playing with right now. It is my favorite color combination, and sad enough, the most recent version of the deck that I found was building on a budget. I have modified the deck since then. This is my own personal build of it. I played it back in Extended, loved it in Extended, loved it when it was first created by Conley Woods. The sad fact is, a lot of people say it's not good in Modern, it won't ever be good in Modern. I beg to differ, and the last tournament I played it on was, I got 4th place, and it is the Necrotic Oozo combo deck. I like the deck, I enjoy playing the deck, like, that's all I look for in a deck. And, well, let's get out the mana base. Starting off, we have 2 swamps, 4 forest, 1 overgrown tomb, 4 Vardic catacombs to get the overgrown tomb. There's so many elves in the deck. So we can play Glintleaf Palace, and it actually comes to play untapped. Elves are my favorite tribe. I think predominantly most of the decks I play and enjoy playing are elves. I just love the synergy with them. That's just me, I guess. Then we have Llanowar Waste, continuing with the elf theme, I guess. And 4 woodland cemeteries. Alright. Starting off, though, like I said, elves. 3 elves of Deep Shadow. They're the only elf that I'm currently aware of that taps for black mana. Actually, black. Yeah, it's like a pain elf. You take 1, but it's still worth the 3 because sometimes you need 1 color. With my mana base, I don't really think so, but you never know. 4 Llanowar elves. And the other, I guess you could say, elf and modern, a good one at least, mana dork, is Bird's Paradise. 4 Bird's Paradise. One of the key enablers of the deck is another elf. 4 Fauna Shamans. They allow you to discard creature cards, go through and get the creature cards you do need, or the creatures you need to be able to put in your graveyard or whatever to win. The main combo of the deck is the Devoted Druid, Quillspot combo. You make a Quillspot infinite creature and attack, and if you have them both in your yard, then you can make one of your 4 Necrotic Oozos infinite guy. Yes, there are 4 Quillspots and 4 Devoted Druids and 4 Necrotic Oozos. Let's go to the one-of creatures. Creatures that just help out. Thornling, if he's in your yard and your Necrotic Ooze in the yard, you have an infinite. You can make an infinite creature and bash in for the game. And Grim Puppet, he can do infinite board sweeping. And from the standard Necrotic Ooze deck, Civilized Scholar. Yes, it is a This is a blue-green deck, and he's mono-blue. You never cast him. You want him in your yard, because with him in your yard and a Necrotic Ooze, you can just keep tapping and untapping, because the ability says tap him, draw a card, discard a card. If it was a creature card, if a creature card was discarded this way, untap Civilized Scholar, transform it. Because Necrotic Ooze does not have a transform side, he just untaps, and that's it. So you rinse and repeat and just keep dumping your whole deck in the yard and all your combo pieces there, and you swing in for game. Another enabler in the deck is Birthing Pod. I love this card. This is my favorite card ever printed, apart from some flavorful cards that I like, that I've just loved since I was a kid. But as far as actually tournament playability, Birthing Pod has been my favorite deck. Just recently in Standard, I was playing Jun Pod, which actually surprisingly was very good. I'm sorry I did not make a deck tech of it. Just haven't had time. Another card in the deck that actually helps out as far as if you want to go on a beatdown strategy with this deck, because you can do that. Lead the Stampede also allows you to refill your hand and draw over the maximum amount of cards and discard the cards you need in your yard. That's also a key way of doing it. Or you can lead the Stampede, discard a bunch of creatures, and then Fonda Shaman to get rid of the rest of you need. Moving on to the sideboard, Sideboard's not particularly all that impressive. I don't really. I mean, it's just a. Then again, it's just a very basic test sideboard. I'm not even sure like if it's even worth being called a sideboard. 4 Vengevines. I mean, well, it's an experimental sideboard. Most of them I don't even side. Sad enough. I mean, I bring in the Vengevines and I bring in my Swords of Body and Mind all the time. They seem to work well against Rug. Another Birthing Pod. Like I said, I love it. Why not put a fourth in the board? 2 Black Sun Zeniths. 1 Gliss of the Trader. 1 Tectonic Edge. 1 Dismember. Another Thornling, just like I said, for the beatdown strategy. A Shriekmaw. And a Daybreak Ranger. This is a card I've been thinking about putting in there. I'm not sure like if I want to or not. But Molten Tail Masticore. He seems like he could be good in there with the Civilized Scholar to dump your whole deck into the yard and then just start sacrificing off all the creatures for damage. But I don't know yet. Subscribe, like, tell me what you think. Please rate the deck. Any kind of feedback would be nice. Tell me what you think. This is Hozal121 out.